Hello and welcome. This is a video all about tuning your violin, and you should have hopefully watched my first video, which is about getting started tuning a violin and using only the fine tuners. This one's all about how to use your pegs. So it's a little bit more advanced and you can break a string. So you need to do this ever so carefully, and I'll guide you as we go. So I'm hoping you've watched my first video. Just in case you didn't, first we'll just identify the strings. So we've got the E, the thin one, followed by an A D, and then a G. I'm going to be using the Clear Tune app. I'll just bring that in, have a close-up look at that. All right, now don't worry if you can't get hold of that exact app, because they do work in a similar manner and the concepts will be very similar. So you should be able to transfer your knowledge. Hopefully you've had a go at tuning your instrument a few times and using the fine tuners, and you're now ready and feeling confident to try the more difficult tuning. Now the times when we need to use the pegs is when it's really far out of tune, and that's when we sort of need to turn a peg and it turns the string quite a long way, each little turn we do. Okay, I'll just bring us in closer now so we can have a look at the app. Okay, so looking at the app, and what I'm going to do is start with the A string. So here's the violin. I've got the very thin E string here, stepping into the second string, which is the A string. So I'll pluck it. Okay, now we're quite far out because it pointed to not even an A flat, but below an A flat. It sort of went before the A flat, which means that we're quite far out. So this is a good example of when to use the peg. Okay, so take care, follow your string up, and make sure you're choosing the correct peg, because if not, you can definitely break a string. So really be careful. I'm just pointing to that peg there. That's the one that matches up with that string. Okay, so I'm going to now just edge it just a little bit. If I want to go higher, because I'm too low, I want to go higher, I'm going to turn it away from myself towards the wall. Okay, so that little turn brought it quite a far way up. So you can see it's quite different to the fine tuner. So again, I'm going to turn away from myself. I still need to go higher. And we're almost there. Okay, now a good thing to do, that one little turn went too high. So a good thing to do here is bring it back. Okay, so I came back towards myself and try to get it close to with your peg. Okay, and then finish it off with the fine tuner. The reason being that then you can be a little bit more precise. So I'm just turning clockwise with the fine tuner, turning. And again, I had to check which one I was turning, so I got the correct one that refers to that A string. Okay, and finished it off with the fine tuner. So that's a really good way of doing it, so you can be very precise at the end and avoid breaking a string. Well, let's do that with our second string to tune now. So the next one we tune is the D, which is the next to the A, and it's the second middle string. It's a little bit thicker than the A. So I'm going to follow it up to the top, find out which peg goes with that string. Okay, and same process again. I'm going to pluck the D. And oh, we're about a C sharp, so we're reasonably far out, so it's a good time to use the peg again. So I'll turn again away from myself towards the wall. Made quite a big difference with that small turn. Okay, now again I'm going to finish that off with the fine tuner, because it's only needing a little bit of a turn now to get back to the D. So fine tuner, choose the correct one for that string, and we're going clockwise because we still need to go a little bit higher. So clockwise or screwing down into the instrument. There's a little bit of traffic noise outside, so that's causing that waving effect. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's pretty right there. Now, next one along is the lowest string and our thickest. There's the G, so let's find out which peg matches with the G. Oh, there it is there. Okay, so let's do that same process again. G. Oh, we are too low. We're closer to an F sharp. Okay, so again, I'll use the peg and I'm going to turn away from myself because I want to go higher. Almost there. Let's finish that off with the fine tuner. So we want to go higher, clockwise into the instrument. Keep checking. And that's pretty good. Last one we tune last is the thin E string. So let's check that one. Okay, I'll play the E string. Oh, we're closer to an F. We're really high. Okay, so let's go. This time, the peg, I'm going to choose the right peg and I'm going to turn it towards me. So, okay. Okay, I'm almost there, just a fraction under. So we go clockwise to get it back up to the level. And sometimes you need to go clockwise and anti-clockwise and just back and forth a little bit until you see it really landing in the correct spot. Okay, now at the end, we haven't finished. We need to check everything again because we have changed things on the instrument and we've caused these strings to move again. So let's check again. We start with our second string, which is the A. And we're a little bit high, but I don't want to use the peg now for that. It's just not worth it because it's only a small amount. So I'll use the fine tuner and I'm going to go anti-clockwise because I'm trying to make it lower. Okay, so that's pretty good for the A. D. D's good. G, a little bit under, so clockwise. Yep, that's good. And last of all is the thin E string. Okay, it's a fraction too high, so again, just the fine tuner. I don't want to be using the peg for such a small amount. Good. Okay, so that's how to tune your violin. Using the pegs and a little bit of fine tuners just to sort of finish it off and be really precise.